Emma, get the fuck out of my room.
Don't wanna be an American idiot. Don't want a nation under the new media. It get you with the sound of hysteria. The subliminal mind fuck America. Welcome to a new kind of tension all across the alien nation. Everything is amazing. Television dreams of tomorrow. We're not the ones who meant to follow. Though that's enough to warn you. I want you to fuck with me. Well, maybe I'm the faggot America.
And y'all been fucking saying shit about us. Well, good day, everybody. I'm wondering if everybody had a nice Valentine's Day yesterday. I know I did. Um, some things has been said and done, and I've realized something. And I thought I'd have a chat about it if somebody wants to come up here and chat. Not argue or nothing about it. No names will be said. A generalization will be done. It's not pointed to just one person in particular. This is for information purposes. Fair use, fair game. It's all over social media. I'm not the only one talking about it. But let's go ahead and kind of find out what's going on. Okay. Everyone knows for years I've been attacked by trolls. People who think they're better than anyone else. They think they're entitled, that they'll never be found out. Most of them don't want to put their real faces up because they know once they do, people know exactly what it is. They're using AI to adjust their faces from being overweight, without teeth, maybe without hair. They're using a program to make them look more handsome or prettier than they are when they're really not. Oh my gosh, I know so many people like that. They attack people with disabilities, people that they think they can control, that they can, yeah, that's right. The problem is they're too fake to show themselves as to who they are really. They will use AI or these programs from their phones to rearrange the way they look. Hey, when the nurses and stuff had to shave my head when I had cancer and cancer treatments, I showed them what I looked like because that's how God made me. Why are people, hi, why are people so, so entitled that they think they have to fake what they look like? I don't understand that, people. I really don't. And welcome to the room. I will tell you, if this is your first time in our room, Miss can I call you Miss? What is it? TT Mix Blogs? I'll just call you Miss. Um, I get kind of confused with a lot of the names. Okay. Um, and I just subscribe to you to let you know. I like to kind of know what other people says. Okay. Okay. That's good. That's your prerogative, and I honor that. Now, my name has been stolen again. Make sure you have the right person. Uh, let's see, my name. Every time I change my name, it's stolen. Okay. The thing is, the worst trolls will never show their face. They'll use anybody else's face, or they'll doctrine up their own face. Today, somebody, we call him Wolf. That's my husband. Okay? Teklanea Leia Moonwolf is Wolf, my husband. Going to be 18 years this year. Uh, in October. And we're still going strong as a couple. I was given 3 pictures today through text messages. Not Facebook Messenger, I'm sorry. They said, Barbara, do you know who you're talking to when you talk to this person? I said, no, but somebody has said she's got a wart on her chin. Another one said that her avatar picture isn't even her. Another one said his avatar picture is not him. And then, do you know about the ones that's been using your name and stuff like this? I said, yeah, we've been having YouTube take them off slow but surely, but they've been turned into ICE, I guess you call it, IC3.gov. People, I've been on here since 2011. I didn't start posting anything until 2021 or January 2022. I didn't have anyone against me until 2023 when some lies went out. Okay, fine. Y'all have said since October 1st of 2023 that YouTube was taking my channel down. You know, when you put that up, that's when I went from 500-600 subscribers to thousands of subscribers, and it keeps going. Now, I've slowed down since I'm fighting cancer, and I put the proof up. So those lines saying, oh, she don't have cancer and this and that, I've put up the proof over and over. YouTube says I don't have to prove it no more because I sent them, the main office, everything. Medical records, everything. Now, what trolls do, they look for a lot of women. Now, this information was given to me by a professional that studies the trolls on different social medias. I'm glad he got with me and he gave me a URL and I read it and I posted it on my main page. Do you know that trolls looks mainly for elder women or people with mental disabilities or physical disabilities that are men or women, and they prey on them? That's what they did to me for a long time. I'm not the prey no more. With my white wolf spirit guide, I'm becoming the predator. So I'll be making a lot of these videos and stuff now. And one thing is, they say that most trolls will fake their pictures. They don't want other people to know actually what they look like because they may look like the people that they're trolling. The lies about, well, I'm a manager here, or I do this, or I do that, is just to make them look like they're more important than they are. is to boost their own ego. But when you start fighting the trolls, two things can happen. They can increase, which they have me, and I'm okay with that. Or they'll finally realize, hey, she may attack me now and find out stuff about me. And that's what's going on. People are sending me information I didn't even know of. I don't go to any of these channels. But you know what? If they put at Barbara Thanks Jesus, and I just added the second part yesterday to my name, if they tag you at, it sends a message to your dashboard under community, I think it is. I'm trying to think. I don't want to lead anyone wrong. Let me check here and I can tell you. Okay, you go to YouTube Studio, and under community it says comments, and you can publish them, hold them, whatever. This is where I find out, but there's also on the bell who's posted good things or commented. Then they say viewer posts and then mentions. When you hit mentions, it says everything anybody has ever posted your name on. Do you know that you can strike these? Most people doesn't know they can report that. That's harassment. When it's bullying, it could be cyber stalking. Main thing is I also posted the legal things about being a senior citizen. They say 60 or older with any type of disability, and especially with cancer. They call that a dying disease. It's illegal to attack anyone like that on social media or any open platform as chats or anything like that. So every time they attack someone or harass them or bully them, it's really against the law, people. So if you've got people doing this to you, fine. But what I'm wanting to say here, I went through about 34 URLs that was sent me. Most of them's on my mention page. They don't show their names, their real names, or say their real names, but people are sending them to me. They don't show their faces. And somebody called them, I can't say it, they're cowards. All trolls are cowards because they must attack people who are incapable of standing up for themselves 100%. Right now, I don't have the energy to fight them, but I'm fighting them. It has also been said that they've caught them lying more about things that hasn't really happened. Someone said that they were an apprentice to a dentist, and the woman wasn't. A man said that he had such an important job, he kept flying from the USA to Europe, even through all this mess that's going on. Come to find out, the person that went and looked some information up about him, he doesn't even have a passport, people. How can you fly from the United States to Europe without a passport? All this is FOI information. Now, we did learn that a few years ago when the trolls kept calling in about the pizzas and everything else and kept calling the cops saying that they were my parents or my mother and they were worried about me and said that I wanted to oust myself here, oust myself there, oust myself My husband had flown to Alabama just overnight to see his dying mother. And she wanted him to fly back because she didn't want him there to see her die. Now they're going to probably take that and clip it and make it into something vulgar. But he did come back. He flew like the Saturday night, spent Sunday with her, and it was during the night, Sunday night, he came back, which was probably Monday morning. They thought I was alone. I was not alone. I had a state health worker here. Wow. Then the cops finally gave me the report, and it said that when they called the number back, the number was not unlisted. It was a fake number. Also, it came from out of state or out of country. This was 2 years ago, 2024. My dad died in 2002 and my mom died in 2005. Who's lying? Every time they called, these trolls that sent pizzas and DoorDash and posted our names and everything on dating sites and all that. Who's lying? We haven't done any of that. Those that posted fake obituaries on me or us. Who's lying? They're lying, but yet they attacked me for lying when I didn't lie. Some other things. Making a grandfather drive over an hour to come here because we're giving away a free e-bike. And talking with the grandfather on the phone until he drives up in our driveway. And I said, sorry, sir. After he knocked on the door, we don't have that. He says, well, here it is. I said, call the number back. And it was a fake number. Now, who's lying and who's being cruel? I offered the grandfather money to get him back up to over an hour back home. I was going to pay him. He said, no, it's not your fault. I was stupid enough. I thought I was talking to y'all. Who's lying? Who's hurting innocent people? The trolls are. And it's time everybody realizes that. It's time the trolls realizes their little games aren't going far anymore. More people got with me again. I don't want it. I'm sending it on to the agent that I'm working with. And they say, oh, they're not called agents. They're called investigators. So it doesn't matter. I asked him if I could call him an agent. And actually, the right name, his right name. But I'm not going to put agent's name out on here. Y'all got videos of cops coming to my house. Y'all posted it all over the place. But you know what? The video shows that we didn't call the person. We didn't call them. My phone would ring. I had the sound of the bird from Australia as my ringtone. Huh? There you go. We'll set it. And it would ring, and the cop, it shows the cop answering the phone. But they say, I was calling them. But you see, I'm talking over an hour with the cops. But yet my phone kept ringing. Kept ringing. Y'all are proving that it wasn't me. But yet y'all lying saying it's still me calling. The cop had my phone in his hand. How in the hell could I have kept calling you? And to them, everybody is a pedophile. Everybody. But somebody sent me something showing where They are actually having them in their rooms. See, they can't get any good contents for anybody to watch. Trolls will go into trolls' room. They go to each other's room. That's all you see in their rooms. People that likes drama. You don't see hardly anybody good in there. It one time there was a lady named Brenda. She went to one of the rooms and she says, "Why are you attacking Miss Barbara? She hasn't done you nothing." Oh, they started attacking her and all that. And that's why I ask people, unless you want to be trolled, don't come. You can come and watch my lives and stuff, but don't interact with them. I want to protect you from what I've had to go through. Today is 4 years it's been going on. 4 years. And I'm still here. Another thing. You say I'm prejudiced? How can I be prejudiced if my DNA shows that I'm 60% of Native, Indigenous American? I have brother-in-laws and sister-in-laws that are African American. They like to be known that, or blacks. I got one that is Oriental. My cousin married a woman from India, and I love them to death. How is that showing prejudice? Why are y'all not donating to charitable organizations? I've proven it over and over and over, and I posted it. But y'all say I'm still lying. Who's lying? It's been proven. Everything I've said has been proven. I'm not a scammer. I've never scammed any money from anybody. Y'all took the lady in Florida's name for it, but now nobody wants to be friends with her. And y'all don't know my personal life. The woman you said that I scammed, she was on a lot of medication for her cancer. She would call me at least once a week. Even with y'all pushing her to lie about me. And she even posted in your chat. She never scammed me. And in her mind, she was scared of y'all. Now, I'm not lying here. But y'all pushed her into saying and doing things to keep. She was scared to be alone, people. She was scared of being alone. She thought y'all were her friends. She listened to you. This is what you do. Now, talk about, may she rest in peace because she passed on. But what did y'all do to her? Made her believe because she paid $200 and something for one night for a hotel room for us that I gave her the cash back. That we were hurting her. You twisted her words around. She was scared that y'all were going to go after her. Nobody should live like that. And it is against the law to incite someone into believing that you're going after them personally at their home, which 2 trolls have already done that. And that's been turned into IC3, and they're investigating that. I'm not standing up for it no more. Y'all can say and do what y'all want. This is for other people to know and understand. How many women are Cub Scout leaders, Boy Scout leaders, or commissioners in Boy Scouts like I was? I trained the Scout Masters for years. I train Cub Scout leaders. Over 13 years of it. My son, even on a live, said, yes, she was in Scouts. She was one of the top leaders, and the person interviewing her just walked right over it because they didn't want that to be known. I finally went back and listened to it, and my son wouldn't have said a lot of that. But I left it alone. But I'm telling you now, people are getting back with me. They're going back and listening to it. And they're catching the interviewer trying to push him into saying the negative things. If you're going to interview somebody, you ask the question, you let them answer it. But this one person, if she cannot control it 100%, she screams and hollers. Oh my gosh. Over something. The man is even worse. Now, I come on here and I say, okay, I've been in the hospital. This is what happened. Because so many people says, when we hear what you've been through and that you're still here, you're praying to Jesus, you're praying to God, you're praying to the Holy Spirit, and that's where you're getting your strength at. Prayers are miracles, people. They are. Maybe God gave me the strength to come back on here and do this. I don't know. But I know I'm helping more people than there are trolls fighting me. And a lot of them says they're bouncing out. They may go in just to type a little something. They come out. But what they're doing is they're taking screenshots and everything like this. And they're saying what these people are saying bad in these rooms. And one of them even texted me, said, Miss Barbara, I know you don't go in all these other rooms, but you need to know what's going on. They're paying people to attack you. They're saying that they're giving money to have your subscribers unsubscribe. I said, do you have the chat room of it? She said, yeah. She sent it to me, so I sent it to YouTube. What do you think is going to happen once that goes across and gets investigated? Their channel will probably come down. I don't know. And again, this person that texted me said she got with YouTube and wanted to know how much of my subscribers were paid for or views. None of them. She got the email back, none of them, and I got a copy of it. And I've gotten with YouTube I don't know how many times. If I was paying for subs or views or anything, I'd make sure I'd have over 50,000, if not 100,000. But that's not what my money's going for. I'm paying for different programs to use AI to make AI pictures, to put my lyrics or my poems into songs. And guess what? I'm paying for the song music to be made with the lyrics, and I'm posting them. That's my work. It's not your work. And YouTube is now coming out. If you're the first one to make it, and somebody else puts it or says, this or that, uses it for comment or something like that, they don't have the right unless they ask you for it, because that is your work. I've had 4 or 5 things taken off as copyright. Then I get, this is the lady that put me in 2023, I think it was, Easter 2023 or 2024, has me naked hanging on a cross for Easter. For Easter, people, when our Savior died. She put it up the Friday when he was that we say is Good Friday. And she didn't take it down until the day after Easter. But I got it taken down. Naked hanging on a cross. Guess what? She sent me a name. Well, I got an email from YouTube saying that I had to prove that the video was mine. I had to tell them step by step by step by step how I made it, what was the time. I had to go into the property and see what time it was made, everything about it. Well, I get the email and it has an attorney's name on it. But guess what? My mother's name was Frances. She was never called Franny. But this woman started using my dead mother's name as Franny Gaspard at gmail.com. So I wrote YouTube back and I said, that's my dead mother. She's been using Franny because she's made the videos. And good thing I had left copies of the videos. I sent that to YouTube. All of a sudden, the new email gave supposed to be the email account of the attorney. So I wrote the attorney. And I showed every picture that woman had put up about me. Every image. Now, she did this 2 years ago. Same attorney. I don't know who this person is. Another lie. She's lied twice. I've caught her in 2 lies like that. Well, everything else she's put up. You don't use somebody's parents or sons or daughters or whoever that have passed away to insult somebody. That shows the character you have. That shows who you are. What kind of weird person you are. Demented. I've never done that. I've never posted like that towards any of you. Oh, and my camera, the fan's on, so when this is one of the back pictures on the calendar I have for this year. Since it's 250 years that we got our freedom from England. So when the fan blows, the picture may kind of wobble. That's the reason I don't put my image back up here no more. They were copying it, using AI on it. They're stealing pictures from Facebook. They're clipping pictures from 2022 and then they're making different AIs from it. Isn't that weird? They can't leave alone. And that's what this agent said. Trolls can't stop once they start. They sink themselves deeper and deeper until somebody stands on their own 2 feet and fights. He said, I'm glad you're fighting back now. Keep everything. Anything anybody sends you, keep it. Save it in a harassment file. If you have a printer, print it up. Yes, it gets expensive. But you never know when you're going to need it. Oh, and a woman's going around telling everybody, I'm emailing her, saying I want her ousted and I was going to oust her and everything, and I'm harassing her. No, I'm not. Because actually, the only reason Akira White Wolf Woman at gmail.com is still up is the email address here on YouTube, and I haven't found out a way of how to change it. I have a brand new email address. And it's not the one I turned, well, the Barbara, the one that has Barbara on it, I've had that probably, my gosh, almost 20 years now. That's just a figure. I only use it for important legal stuff. I have a different account. But just to let y'all know, I want to see if it's still up there. Uh-uh. If I type it right, and it's got to be in the right area. Sorry, everybody. I gotta get into YouTube. Oh, somebody was saying on a video I was watching that the trolls takes your name and they run it through Google. Do you know how many Barbara Duhans there are in the United States or in the world? Oh, there it is. It's still up. Okay, I'm going to leave that up. And just by using Babs and my maiden name, I can get that taken down because they're putting up, they've actually used one of my pictures. So I'm going to be getting that again too. Hey, Raker, welcome to the room. How you doing today? Nice to have you in here. A lot of people are sending me URLs. I haven't even gone in them saying, oh, they have your picture here, there, and I don't know how they're getting them. But I've gotten a lot of emails. Oh, I'm doing okay. Still fighting body aches and all that, but between God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit, I'm here. Trolls. And there may be trolls in here. I don't know. But as long as you're nice, you're welcome. You know? Trolls are getting out of hand. Now people are turning them in. People are actually sending me, when you send, they're forwarding me the email so I can print it up as to what they put out on the YouTube privacy report or whatever it is to have things taken down. And I thank y'all so much in Jesus' name for doing that, because I'm not sitting here all day long and doing that. Oh, heck no. I don't need to do that. Not with about, I'd say about 30 people doing it for me. Now, if it's really bad, they say you need to do privacy. Then they said it was on Rumble. Well, since they got taken down on YouTube for privacy strikes, or was told to take them down, and they took it down so they wouldn't lose their channel, some takes them down and changes the names of it and then puts them back up. People are watching for that every day for me. Somebody sent something in Rumble and they said, bye. See, that's what I say. They make up fake names. They come in here. They're cowards. They're not going to show themselves. They're not going to do right. Now, I just reported that last statement as a hate speech. Now, YouTube will take over. Um, Lord, in Jesus' name, my God, I ask you to keep me calm, no anger, and to forgive these people, which I'm going to do. I'm going to forgive that person in Jesus' name. May it put a good light within their lives. Things are hard. Two people got with me today. I've been on Facebook most of the day talking to people that needed, some talking to and praying with and stuff like that. She said she was in here a few nights ago, just said hi and just sat back. She was attacked and they made some ugly, ugly postings of them. So the ones that were attacking me here with stuff is on Rumble. And the person that got with me said, here's the address. I've turned it in. Others have turned it in. Now you can turn it in. It's the support team at Rumble. They're breaking actually Rumble's rules. I haven't done it yet. I have the thing. I have it partially typed. I'm saying, okay, I'll put it in there. Because so many people are working for it. For me. They've realized I'm not the bad person that these people are portraying. Because if they keep portraying and making up things and clipping this and making... One of the trolls said, this is the URL that they've told us to use to make up fake messages against you. That it's you talking to someone else and saying all this stuff. I went, wait a minute. In my mind, I'm saying, what? You can actually do that? So how many postings on these other channels are actually true? They said you can copy and use anybody's avatar. I said, how do you do that? Because isn't it a website thing? They said, if you have the right program, you can change us. Okay. But isn't that weird that they're making up text messages and stuff? Phone call, text, Facebook text, whatever, chat rooms. Now, it's gotten so bad because I did just learn this. I asked them, I need to have the URL where you got the chat from. I will double check it, or I will have somebody else double check it. We got to be careful. Is it that easy to frame someone? And that's what these things are doing. They're framing people. Now, the other thing I learned is that the YouTubers are fighting YouTubers that used to be in the same group. I went, wait a minute, what? They are going to each other's rooms. They get up on the thing. YouTubers are attacking some of the YouTubers. They have an argument or fight over something and they split. Then the right hand is posting against the left hand's posting against the right hand, and they're fighting for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But then they come back together. Then they're fighting again. We're not fighting. We don't do that. What is it about the trolls that each of them are so arrogant, chip on their shoulder, entitled Karens and Kens, that they have to be doing this within their own groups? That's what I don't understand. It's insulting to the rest of the channels that are doing good. Actually, I think they're showing everybody just how obsessed they are with other people's lives, that all they do is all day long stay on YouTube attacking people, making fake accusations and all this other stuff. But yet, if somebody posts something against them, they have what we call a hissy fit. They don't want the truth known about them. So what they're dishing out, if somebody would really go and attack them like that, they couldn't handle it. That's what the agent told me. So I'm here to help if you need. You can always leave a comment on one of my posting or one of the videos or something like that. I'll answer it. Now, if you post dirty, nasty stuff like I've been getting, I report every one of those. Did you know you could report no, I'm going to say naughty and nasty comments? YouTube don't want that up there. They don't want it up there at all. Things are changing, and I think it's just going to take time for it to change. But more and more people are reporting, hey, I had 2 of them taken down. Oh, I've had 4. I had 13 in one day, but I knew it was from this one man. And every time you turn him in, he deletes that name, he renames it, and he puts everything back up. I don't know what YouTube's going to do about it or anything like that. That's none of my concern. But anything goes up like that again, any AI especially, when you go to do a privacy report, the third circle is, have they used an AI image or redone your image or your voice with AI? YouTube's going to take it down. But it's a sick person to redo it under another name, but leave his main name on there and then put, call out DoorDash Wolf or I don't know, some of the other names. That's how important it is to me. It's not really. But protect yourselves, please. That's why I put this up. For y'all to know that what they are dishing out, they can't receive back. They're scared. They're cowards. They need to find Jesus. They need to find God and the Holy Spirit. It's people like this in the world that's making the world what it is. So I hope I got across some of the information. I'm not saying names. I gave some examples. Fair use for information to go out. But if you ever look at some of the images that some of the people are using, not truly them. I found out that today. I couldn't believe the face that's up on the avatar is not the face that they have in real life. That's 2 people I know now. Because the one in Florida, oh, she puts herself as this beautiful, sexy woman and calls herself a warrior. Guess what? She has no front teeth. Actually, they say I'm overweight. She's worse than I am. And she's calling me overweight? That's a whole lie. And the other friend I met was just the same size as me, a little shorter. And I've heard she's gained weight too. Everybody has their own lives. They don't need to stick their nose into somebody else's life when they need to be watching who's watching them on the other side from their own rooms. And I've been telling them this for a year. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a minute, everybody. Would you please? I'm going to check this. Well, this is from Rumble. It says, "Hi, Miss Barbara. Someone reported some sites on Rumble that had the inside of your home being shown. This is against our privacy rules. We thank them for turning them in, but we need your evaluation of it. Here is a list of the URLs. Please check them and let us know if this is you. Sincerely, supportteamrumble.com." Wow. I guess they gave them my email address. Thank you, whoever turned it in. See, anyone can turn anything in. I didn't know Rumble will get back with me if somebody else turned it in. But I guess YouTube does the same thing. We have to protect each other, be nice to each other. See, I made a Rumble account 2 years ago, but found out what they were doing to me. So I just left it out. I don't think I've ever posted anything on it. I even changed my name on it. And then I went in and told them I don't want the account. Maybe they still had the information from then to where they could email me, or they may have given them my email address. And that wasn't the Kira address either. It's hard fighting back. But you can't, the trolls say, "Oh, well, we went to the paint and body shop, or we went to the paint shop, and I put up some trail cams in the rental lot, and da 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 da." There's no rental lot halfway down the street. All of this is owned. Then trail cams in the trees. We have trees across the street. Oh, yeah, and I tagged her phone, and I tagged this, and I saw Wolf go out and feed birds. And the time that he said he was down here, we were out of bird feed. We had to wait for them to get a new shipment in. We just went got bird feed yesterday. So he lied about all that. How many lies did he tell right there? But yet I'm lying. People, be real when you look at something. And if they have the name parody or satire or anything like that, you know they're doing wrong. You know they're crazy in the head. So may the Lord in Jesus' name protect y'all, guide y'all, keep you safe. If you're hurting or need something special in your life, may He touch you and do good for you. I ask Him to bless all of y'all in Jesus' name. Thank you for showing up. Bye-bye.